Hi everyone, I wanted to share a quick tip on how to start your video series. I come from a background of journalism, broadcast journalism. I was a news anchor, a news reporter back in my home country where I come from, Lithuania. I then converted my profession into being an executive producer, so coaching executives on how to tell their story better, how to crystallize their message, how to improve their presence on camera. So several years ago when I wanted to start my own video series, I went all in. I thought, okay, if I am a video producer, I have to have high standards, right? So my content has to be very, very high level, so that I could set an example and say, hey, I'm a video producer. I know what I'm doing. So I went all in setting up my the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, the perfect audio equipment. I set up my monitoring system to kind of observe myself, how I look like on camera before I push recording. And I realized that that was such a huge roadblock for me to progress and move forward and be efficient in how I record these types of videos. I probably recorded maybe 2 or 3, I don't even remember right now. And I stopped because it became too overwhelming to deal with all the technical aspects that come to with recording a video professionally in a professional manner. And I'm not a very technical person when it comes to figuring all this back end stuff. So I said, you know what, forget about it. I'm not going to deal with it and I'm not going to do it. And some years passed and I realized, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not. And I know a lot of people think that, okay, if I'm recording a video, I have to make sure I know what I'm doing, and I have to make sure I have the setup that is somewhat reasonable. And somewhat reasonable actually is enough. So what I decided to do, I decided to just utilize the tools at my hand. I invested in several things. I invested into a good quality microphone. I invested in a better quality webcam. I purchased a 4K webcam, and I do have a ring light that's currently set up on my monitor. That's it, 3 things. And what I'm using to record this video on is Vidyard. Vidyard is a platform that originally started and still continue to be used for business development people, entrepreneurs, sales teams, to send more personable messages to the customers that they're trying to reach out. It's a very easy platform to use, very simple to set it all up and record. It comes as a free account for where you can record 25 videos. The only drawback is you cannot really download those videos unless you have an upgraded account, but you can share the link of the recorded video out there with your audiences. So I'm trying this tool out today to show you how it all looks and how it feels, and I'm literally sitting at my home desk and my home office desk and recording just by looking at my webcam. I figured out that as long as you have quality audio, reasonable lighting, people don't care what technology you use. And it just becomes a less intimidating process to start recording these types of videos. So start recording yourself, hearing yourself, listening to yourself, and always try to connect with your audience by keeping your eyes on camera. When you're comfortable to start sharing your content out, just push that button, send, post, and it's going to be awesome. Video, as we know, helps build relationships, helps sort of open up a little bit more layers into people of how they talk, how they interact, what their energy is like, what their presence is like. And it is really an awesome tool to connect with your audiences. Some tips just to wrap it up for today's video. The setup does not have to be elaborate. Invest into good quality webcam, desktop lighting, good microphone. And if you're using your phone to do that, again, make sure that the audio is good quality. Keep your phone closer to yourself. Make sure the lighting is on you, or stand in front of the window. And don't make it a too overwhelming of a process. When it comes to when you are ready to publish your content out, if you're not comfortable, just practice and listen to yourself. Practice and listen. Try to understand what filler words you have. I have filler words. I know what they are. They are so, and then So here we go. I just said so. Practice, and then when you're comfortable in pushing your content out, just go for it. You will be amazed how much more relatable you'll be, and how much more connections you'll be able to make when you post video content.